everyone, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. I am so thankful that you took the time and wanted to quilt with me. Come on right in. We are making our block of the month called Super Bloom. If you're just joining us in, please don't be afraid. You can catch up on all the blocks. We have beautiful kits that are already pre-cut called Super Bloom, and you can buy one of those kits and all your blocks are right in it. We also have bundles from our Super Bloom collection. This is your last chance to get those bundles. We just got a little bit of those in a stock. So if you want to join us in, you are more than welcome. We love for you to create a beautiful blocks from Super Bloom quilt and enjoy it. For all my girls that have been following me up for last 6 months, it has been a pleasure. Can you imagine? We are on block number 6 from our Super Bloom block of the month. I have in my basket block number 6. Those are the fabrics that we needed for that block. Or you maybe want to use the pre-cut block. The laser cut pre-cut pieces are my favorite. Boy, do I get things done really fast because everything is beautiful pressed, ready, set, go for me, just to grab the pieces and start putting them together. You're gonna need a Super Bloom pattern, and in the pattern you will have directions for cutting, what do you need, and all of the pieces that we needed. So Super Bloom pattern is gonna stay right next to us, and I have it in my basket for today, our wonderful thread from Aurifil 2312. I don't go away from that one. This is one of my favorites, so please put it in your sewing machine. And I know you have a fresh needle, Macrotex needle, beautiful rotary if you need it, so all your things are ready, set, go for you. Let's start on making our block. The first unit that we're going to make for our block number 6, it's a little flying geese unit. We are making this block right here, and this is the little unit that we're gonna start with it, flying geese unit. For one flying geese, you need a 1/4 square triangle and 2 half square triangles. For anyone that just joined us in, 1/4 square triangles is cut from a square twice diagonally, so the bias edges are right here on the inside and a straight grain edge is right here. Very important for flying geese. You don't want this edge to be stretching, you want the bias to be right here. So what we're going to do is we're gonna grab this and this, place it right sides together, just like this. Sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. As soon as you finish sewing, notice it looks wonderful, and you can do chain sewing. You're gonna need 4 pieces for each side of your block, so you need 4 of them, so chain sewing, wonderful. Now you're gonna go ahead, open it up, and you're gonna push the seam allowance towards your flying geese, towards this triangle, towards the light triangle. You're gonna take a second triangle, place it right over, zoom, 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 stitch it, and as soon as you finish stitching, you have this beautiful unit. And this time, I'm going to open my piece right here and push my seam allowance towards the dark half square triangle right there. As soon as you finish, you're gonna go ahead, place your ruler over and trim it. You need to trim it so your block is exactly, oh, that's trimming, cutting off those bunny ears. We have learned this over the last few months, how important that is, that you do that because you want your units to be beautiful, square up, and just clean, beautiful edges. Oh, this looks wonderful. Oh, I am so thankful and so excited. Every time I finish a unit, I press it, square it up, and it is ready, set, go to create a beautiful, beautiful design. And next piece that we're gonna have to work with it is a 1/4 square triangle unit. This 1/4 square triangle unit is made from 2 light 1/4 square triangle. Let me move this ruler to the side, and we need 2 pink ones, just like this. Let me turn this so you can see it better, just like this. just like this. And what you're going to do next, you're gonna sew this to this and this to this. So what you're doing is it's folding it right sides together and sewing it. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Fold it right sides together. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So notice when you do chain sewing, you can do your pieces in a chain and they're gonna lay just like this. As soon as you finish sewing, notice it and look, I did some chain sewing. Do you see what I did? As soon as you finish sewing, you're gonna go ahead, open this piece. Don't forget to cut them apart right there. You don't want to keep that chain going as you're working with it. Now you're gonna push the seam allowance towards the pink and look, when I place those two pieces together, how wonderful they look. And I'm gonna lock that seam in the middle. Grab my wonderful patchwork pins. I love those. They are so awesome to work with it. Just like this, I'm gonna start sewing from the top, stitch it right down, and in no time you're gonna have a beautiful unit where you open that center right there and you remember the routine. You're gonna place your rotary and your ruler right over, grab your rotary, and you're gonna go ahead and trim to a wonderful 3.5 by 3.5 size. Oh, I love doing that. That trimming really makes my work look nice. Okay, two more sides. 3.5 by 3.5. This is wonderful. If you have never used laser cut pieces, remember that when you're sewing, use a nice 1/4 inch seam allowance, exact 1/4 inch. I like to even be a little bit shy on my 1/4 inch because that way I know I have room to trim it. Look at this. We just finished our second unit, our 1/4 square triangle unit. Now we're gonna go ahead, grab that flying geese, we're gonna place it right sides together, zoom, 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 stitch it, and notice it, I forgot it. I didn't clip my bunny ear. I should have go ahead and grab my scissors and clip those bunny ears. Do your homework right there. I forgot it. So once you clip them, then you're gonna place it down, sew it. Look at how nice the thread shows you exactly where you need to sew. So X marks the spot. And that way you're not gonna lose your beautiful point right there. As soon as you finish sewing those, you need to repeat it for 3 more times for a total of 4 pieces. You need 4 units for each side of the block. Your work is not done yet. We have one more unit that we're gonna make, and we're gonna make a 9 patch. I love 9 patches, don't you? They're so fun and simple. And this 9 patch is made from blue squares, light squares, and medium blue. So look at the light blue right here, and this is the dark blue. So like a lighter blue right there. It's gonna give us additional pretty design in your block that it's gonna just round things up for us. Now, fun and exciting. You place your pieces right sides together, just like this, one over the other. Sew it, flip it open. Next round, you're gonna sew them into rows, and I have already done that for you. Row number 1, 2, and 3 on 9 patches always. To the outside, to the inside, to the outside for your seam allowance. Now we're gonna place them right sides together. Oh, this is so much fun. I feel like making hundreds of those. Those little 9 patches are fun and exciting. Don't forget to pin it. Pin it, pin it, pin it. Once you finish pinning, you're gonna sew it together. As soon as you finish sewing, you go ahead, push your seam allowances, open those little areas right here for a wonderful, wonderful 9 patch. And now it's time to lay out our block. We just finished 4 9 patches that we're gonna place in each corner. We have finished our 1/4 square triangle units and flying geeses and put them together. They're going to be on each side. We have a square for the center of our block. And now look at this, how beautiful. Pay attention that your blues go out to the corners of your block. Now, as soon as you finish, you're gonna go ahead, sew this with this to this, just place right sides together, lock the seam, pin, sew it, flip it open, then do the same thing through the middle and sew this to 3 beautiful rows. 1, 2, 3. Sew rows together and you are ready to put your block into the quilt. But no time for that yet. We have 3 more blocks to do it together. I'm so thankful and so excited about it. This block, it is just wonderful. Oh, what a delightful block. Don't you feel like making more of them? What a beautiful quilt if you just repeat that block in nice colors, maybe shades of blues or maybe little red for holidays. Wonderful. Speaking of red, we just received our our Sweet 16 collection. It's the most beautiful red. So go visit our website at laundrybasketquilts.com for all your quilting needs and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am so thankful you took the time and wanted to quilt with me. Happy quilting!